This is the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Wednesday, the 19th of July. I'm Michael Groff. Yesterday across the state, some pretty active weather occurred, but here in the valley, the atmosphere just a little bit too worked over, too stable to support any significant storms. Just some light thunder showers came through during the late afternoon and evening hours. Officially at Sky Harbor Airport, a trace of rain here in Arcadia, where I do these videos from, 1/100th of an inch. And looking ahead toward today and the rest of the forecast period, no large-scale weather pattern changes. We're just going to be locked into a monsoon pattern. Some days will be more active than others, and we'll certainly talk about that right now as we look outside and see what's happening. It's 4:30 a.m. in the valley. Partly cloudy skies out there right now, and we're at 86 degrees in Sky Harbor. Dew points at 66, relative humidity 52%. The winds are light, the barometer is rising. Temperatures out there this early morning hour, most of us are in the 80s. It's 79 currently at Fort McDowell. Satellite shows a lot of clouds still hanging around the state. The debris clouds from last night's thunderstorm activity. Still some light showers in southwest Arizona. Heavier showers and storms still raging on across southern Utah this morning. They have flash flood warnings up that way. We see that on the watch warning map right now. Flash flood watches still continue in northern Arizona, southern Nevada, and parts of southeast California, as well as parts of Utah and western Colorado. Meanwhile, in the rest of the nation, it's heat. That's the big story. From Miller, South Dakota to Paducah, Kentucky, and everywhere in between. They have heat advisories, as well as around Shreveport and Monroe, Louisiana. And on the convective outlook, way up north, an enhanced risk of severe storms from Sioux Falls, South Dakota to Minneapolis, St. Paul, and La Crosse, Wisconsin. It is their severe weather and tornado season up there. Here in Arizona, a marginal risk of severe storms from Phoenix to Tucson, Nogales, and Sierra Vista. The primary risk from storms today will really be focused on heavy rain and localized flash flooding, but in terms of severe weather, could see a few storms that produce some strong, damaging straight-line winds. Maybe a storm or two produces a microburst as well. And let's get into the specifics of our weather as we look at everybody's favorite segment here on the video, the models. Let's see what they have to say. This is the GFS, the 06Z run, valid at 5 o'clock Mountain Standard Time today. This is the view across North America, about 18,000 feet up in the atmosphere, or 500 millibars. Sprawling ridge over the southern and central plains, expanding here into the southwest, so the monsoon continues. Partly sunny skies in the valley this morning, becoming mostly sunny this afternoon. Warm and humid, highs 100 to 103. Scattered showers and storms will develop over the mountains. They'll push toward the desert floors later this evening. So I'd say a chance of storms here in the valley about 1 in 4, and any one of those storms could produce some heavy rain. Here's the high-res models. This is the NAM, the 3-kilometer NAM tonight at 6 o'clock, and it's not showing a whole lot here in Maricopa County. It's got a few showers and storms in southeast Pinal, northeast Pima County down toward Tucson and across Coconino and Yavapai counties, but not much here in Maricopa. Now, the radar won't look exactly like this, and I do think the ingredients are in place for a decent chance of storms. The precipitable water values, again, between 1.8 and 2 inches, and in fact, higher than that across southwest Arizona. Cape over 1,000 joules per kilogram, so certainly the atmosphere will be unstable enough for storms to continue through the southern deserts tonight. Otherwise, this evening we'll have mostly cloudy skies, and lows will drop into the upper 70s to mid-80s. Tomorrow, a repeat of today for the most part. There might be a slightly less overall coverage of showers and storms as maybe a little bit of drier air works in. It'll still be warm and muggy though. Highs 101 to 104 with partly sunny skies continuing and a 20% chance of showers and storms. Really the same thing on Friday, then a little bit of model disagreement as we head towards Saturday. The GFS continues with kind of a low-grade monsoon pattern. Highs 102 to 105. The European, on the other hand, much more aggressive, showing a pretty strong inverted trough moving through the area. Look at all the showers and storms the European's got going on. In fact, it's trying to paint in about an inch of rain here on Saturday, and I just don't think that's going to happen. But it could portend a more active period, and certainly the GFS buys into more active weather starting on Sunday with some disturbances or little short waves rotating around the ridge. So we'll say a 30% chance of showers and storms beginning Sunday. Highs 102 to 105. We might cool it off to the upper 90s to about 100 on Monday with a continued 30% chance of storms. And really the same thing on Tuesday. Temps well below normal, just barely getting over the 100-degree mark. Here's a week from today. This is Wednesday, the 26th of July. And look, the pattern hasn't changed at all. Sprawling ridge over the nation's midsection, expanding here into the southwest. The monsoon continues more or less. So those daily chances of showers and storms will continue. Highs 101 to 105. Same thing on Thursday and the end of the forecast period, Friday, the 28th of July. indications of maybe the ridge shifts a little bit further to the west, but we'd still have generally easterly flow around here and high temperatures at or below normal. Looking at temperatures through the period off the European ensemble, and I think these numbers over the next 5 or 6 days are probably too low. We could have 1 or 2 days where we stay below 100, but I don't think we're going to have 6 days in a row of that or 7 days in a row. But the overall idea of temperatures below average still seems likely through at least the next 10 to possibly 15 days. And that's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. Our next video back here tomorrow morning. If you like our videos, be sure to subscribe to us. That way, every time we post a brand new video, you'll get the notifications. Be safe out there and have yourselves a great Wednesday.